Hello everyone, my name is Nex, and today I'm going to show you how to build a super efficient Bonemeal farm that is based on a new Zerotick Sugarcane method that I found out about yesterday. And as you can see, it is extremely fast. Now none of this is sped up, this is the actual speed of the farm. As you can see, the sugarcane grows about every 1 to 2 seconds. And as you can see, there is some loss in the actual sugarcane, but it really doesn't matter because it is, well, it's just so crazily fast. And I believe this is possibly even faster than my previous industrial Zerotick sugarcane farm design, because I don't know, the other one uses 16 plants, but they're not as fast, not nearly as fast. And this one is a lot faster, and everything gets turned into bone meal. So that's why I made a Bonemeal farm of this. But of course, if you only want sugarcane, you can remove the composters and turn this into a sugarcane farm. So of course you may be wondering why this is much faster and how it works. And basically we are pushing waterlogged blocks back and forth at a 2 game tick delay, so 1 repeater delay, and it looks like this. The flashing is just because of the chunk visualizer, and I'll get to that later. And if we put down our plants, as you can see, it grows so fast, I can barely even keep up with just breaking them by hand. And yeah, it is significantly faster than other Zerotick sugarcane methods, because, I don't know, it's just much faster. And you can also stack this horizontally, technically, but that will be for a future video. But the only downside to that is that you have to chunk align it. If it is crossing a chunk border, it will break, period. It will just break, which is annoying, but that's why I have this neat chunk visualizer here. So this shows chunk boundaries. This is a resource pack that you can get in my Discord server. So you're going to need this to build this Zerotick Bonemeal farm. And yeah, so go ahead and join my Discord server. The link to that is in the Minecraft resources channel. So it's right up the top and you will be able to get it there. But now let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so these right here are the materials that you are going to need for this build. What you can also add optionally is some glass, and I'm going to build with the glass, but that is completely optional and up to you. But let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so like I said, you're going to need the chunk visualizer for this. A link is in my Discord server. So you are going to want to start off with your solid blocks and make sure that you put them somewhere around the center of your chunk, and make 2 7-wide strips, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 block apart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then just put a block on each end. Next step is just to put a block here in the center, and then place down your repeaters, so 1 right here, 1 right here, and 1 right here. And then we can place down our torches, so 1 torch right here, 1 torch right here, and 1 torch right here. Place down 2 solid blocks like this. 2 redstone dust. Actually, redstone dust goes all the way like this, and this will be our clock for the pistons. Speaking of which, the pistons go here, and here, and here, and here. Now we can put in our slime blocks, so on each piston. Then put 1 solid block on top of the slime blocks. Pull along the smooth stone slabs, or any type of slabs really, but I really like smooth stone. And then, I believe, just pull 8 dirt along here. So that should be 8 dirt. And then put, of course, a solid block on each end. And then pull a stripe like this along, so that it matches up with both solid blocks at the end of the dirt stripe. So there will be an overlap right here, but that's not an issue. Alright, so next up we're going to waterlog all of these slabs. So this is what will update the water. And then just put down the sugarcane already. And what we can do now is just take our leaves and we can pull them along like this. Just like this. And then we can take some more slabs and make sure that they're lower slabs and put them right in front of the sugarcane. I take a reservoir, place it right here. Place a non-sticky piston facing up right here. Piece of sand at front. Then take your slime blocks and pull them along all the way like this. What we can do now is pull some solid blocks along like this. Then what you can do is just, I think that's right. Yeah, place one sticky piston right. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can place it. No, let's just place it right here like I did before. And then we can pull it along like this. And this is what will actually detect when the sugarcane grows. So if one sugarcane grows right here, as you can see, it will shoot it away at very high speed. And that's why we have glass in front of there. Just place some cell blocks right here. And you're going to have to replace some blocks right here with composters. So this is the very far right edge of the slabs. So just go by one, and then composter, do the same on the other side, go by one, composter. Then we can place it on our hoppers, so facing into all the composters. And then facing into the hoppers that face into the composters. And we can place some solid blocks right here. Now take your leaves, or your last bit of leaves, just like this, I believe, get it? Okay, that was not funny. I'm just gonna use glass for this, but like I said, you can use solid blocks, so just pull it along like this. It looks more beautiful with glass, to be honest. And you're going to want to replace these two blocks right here with slabs. So, of course, when replacing these, you always have to be careful because there's waterlogged blocks behind it, and that might break some of the redstone, if that wasn't obvious already. So just put a top slab right here, and another top slab right here, just so that we can open the chest. So just put instead chest right here, and then hoppers facing into the chest. Alright, that should be our farm complete. Let's give this a shot. And as you can see, it grows the sugarcane extremely fast, and then it just all goes into these composters, which turn it into bone meal. And this produces around 1400 bone meal per hour, so 1.4k per hour. And yeah, I think this is a very nice farm to build. Overall, I think this is a very nice farm to build because bone meal is a very good resource. You can grow so many things with it. And of course, if the farm is not working, if the sugarcane pops off, double, triple, quadruple, quintuple check that it is chunk aligned, because if it is not chunk aligned, it will not work. So if you are on Android, iOS or Windows 10, like I said, there's a chunk border pack in my server, and if you are on Switch or Xbox, just go on a website Chunkbase and use any of the given tools, and that way you can find chunk borders, and chunk borders are the same in all Minecraft versions and in all dimensions, so don't worry about that. So thank you very much for watching this video. I will be doing more with this Zerotick sugarcane mechanic soon-ish, and yeah, not sure if that much because the other sugarcane methods are pretty fast anyway. And yeah, we also have a new Discord server, so that's a very cool place to hang out, and like I said, there also is the chunk border pack in it. And I also recently launched my Patreon page, so if you would be so kind to just check it out for 1 or 2 seconds, there's some stuff you can read about me. You don't even have, to donate or anything, but that would be a nice gesture, because I put a lot of work into these tutorials. So make sure to subscribe, but apart from that, I think this video is pretty much over. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you get a ton of views out of this. My name is Nex, and bye bye.